it was my rookie year, and he was the big multi-year, multi-million-dollar free agent signee that year, and I hit second that year in the lineup. At a certain point when Jim Fregosi took over halfway through the season, he moved me right into the number 2 slot, and Lyman hit third, and he just really took care of me. I was the only rookie on an all-veteran major league team, and he paid attention to me, and he would talk to me, and in fact, he got to a point, I don't know if people realize, he got off such a terrible start in 78, it was, that I think he tried to donate his first half the season money to charity, and Gene Autry wouldn't let him do that. But then as much as he struggled the first half of the season, that's how hot he got the second half of the season. Everything he hit was a bullet somewhere. And it got to a point where he felt so confident that he would tell me in the on-deck circles, hey, if you're on first base, if you see me step out of the box and I tuck in my shirt, take off, hit and run. He's putting on hit and runs by himself, and it was like, okay, I'm a rookie. I got to do what this guy says, So I'm telling you, every time that he would step out and do that, and he made it obvious a lot of times too, I would take off and he'd hit a ball in the right field corner. Might either end up at third base or I'd score. And I think Bobby Knopp, no, it wasn't Bobby Knopp, it was, might have been Bobby Knopp, said to me one day at third base when I got to third, he says, I hope Fregosi knows what's going on, because he wasn't putting those signs on. I said, hey, Bobby, man, I'm just a rookie here. He told me to take off. I got to take off, unless Jimmy tells me not to. So, that was one story with him. And then the final story, I guess I'll keep it as short as I can, but at the end of the season, we finished the season in Chicago. And he actually had invited me. We played a Saturday day game, and we were going to end the season with a Sunday day game. And again, we used to talk quite a bit, and he invited me to his place in Geary. He wanted me to meet his family and come to dinner that night. And, I was just a rookie, and I really didn't want, I just wanted to get my rest and finish the season. So, I turned him down or whatever. And that night, Rance Molinix and I were rooming together at the hotel, and Kenny Landreau and Danny Goodwin came in. We had just turned off our TV, just ready to fall asleep. I think our eyes had just closed, and we heard those guys walking in. They were in the room right next to us. They said something about, we just heard them say something about they don't think he's going to make it, but we didn't pay any attention because we didn't know what was going on. And probably about 30 seconds later, our phone rang, and it was Rance Molinix's wife in Southern California saying that Lyman had been shot, and they didn't think he was going to make it. And I just remember laying in my bed going, what in the heck? I was 21 years old at the time. I said, what in the heck is going on here? People kill Major League Baseball players? I don't think I slept the entire night. And to finish that story off, I got up and I walked around the hotel, a couple of streets, just couldn't sleep. So lo and behold, we get to the park the next day, and Fregosi hits me third. And I just immediately think, how am I going to do this? I can't replace this guy. This is Lyman Bostock. Are you kidding me? And I believe it was like Francisco Barrio. I think he was pitching that day. And my first time up, for whatever reason, God bless me, and I hit a home run. And I just remember trotting to first base and kind of just pointing to the sky. It's like, that's for you, Lyman. And I just kind of broke down. I couldn't deal with that whole thing. And I actually flew home back to the Bay Area from there, and the team caught their flight back to Southern California. And of course, the media and everybody was waiting for him there. And then we went to his funeral. And it was tough. I still think about him a lot because he's such a great guy, and he was such a great guy in the clubhouse. And him and really Joe Rudy were really the two guys that paid attention to me at all my rookie year, on that team. So I still miss him tremendously. The things that we used to talk about, and just what a great player he was. He's, I thought, an underrated outfielder as well as such a great hitter.